Hello students, hope you are fit and healthy. To keep ourselves healthy, what do we need? Yes, we need food. Food of right type, right amount and at right time. Along with that, we require exercise, relaxation, sleep. But the basic thing we require that is food. You know that all living organisms need food. Why? Because food supplies proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals, all of which we require for body development, growth, and health. Both plants and animals are major sources of food for us. We obtain most of this food from agriculture and animal husbandry. What is agriculture? The science of farming, including cultivation of the soil for the growing of crops and rearing of animals. Animal husbandry is actually part of agriculture. Animal husbandry, that is rearing and management of animals. We domesticate different types of animals, right? So that what we say animal husbandry. It is part of agriculture. We read in newspapers that efforts are always being made to improve production from agriculture and animal husbandry. Why is this necessary? Why we cannot do with current levels of production? India is a very populous country. Our population is more than 1 billion people and it is still growing. As food for the growing population, we will soon need more than a quarter of billion tons of grain every year. This can be done by farming on more land. But India is already intensively cultivated. As a result, we do not have any major scope for increasing the area of land under cultivation. Therefore, it is necessary to increase our production efficiency for both crops and livestock. Efforts to meet the food demand by increasing food production have led to some success so far. We have had green revolution. We have also had white revolution. What is green revolution? A large increase in crop production in developing countries achieved by the use of fertilizers, pesticides, assured irrigation and high yield crop varieties. So revolution means a change. We could bring some change in food production by using fertilizers, pesticides, assured irrigation and high yield crop varieties. Whereas white revolution, that is which has led to better and more efficient use as well as availability of milk. That means dairy development movement. That what we say white revolution. So two terms you get. One is green revolution, the other is white revolution. Revolution, that means change in greenery, right? And white revolution, that is in dairy products. However, these revolutions mean that our natural resources are getting used more intensively. As a result, there are more chances of causing damage to our natural resources to the point of destroying their balance completely. That means to increase this, we are using other natural resources so much that is it may damage the balance in the nature. Therefore, it is important that we should increase food production without degrading our environment and disturbing the balances maintaining it. Hence, there is a need for sustainable practices in agriculture and animal husbandry. Also, simply increasing grain production for storage in warehouses cannot solve the problem of malnutrition and hunger. That means just we increase the production and after that it has been stored in warehouses or the godowns. It will not solve the problem of malnutrition and hunger. People should have money to purchase food. Food security depends on both availability of food and access to it. So that is firstly we need to increase the production. Along with that it should be supplied to people, right? The majority of our population depends on agriculture for their livelihood. Increasing the incomes of people working in agriculture is therefore necessary to combat the problem of hunger. Scientific management practices should be undertaken to obtain high yields from farms. For sustained livelihood, one should undertake mixed farming, intercropping, and integrated farming practices. For example, combine agriculture with livestock, poultry, fisheries, beekeeping. So, the question comes, how do we increase the yields of crops and livestock? Yes, today we are going to start the chapter Improvement in Food Resources. Chapter 15. Here I show you pictures of some different types of crops. What are crops? When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. We take different types of food like cereals such as wheat, rice, maize, millets and sorghum. These provide us carbohydrate for energy requirement. Pulses like gram, black gram, green gram, PGNP provide us with protein. And oil seeds including soybean, groundnut, sesame, castor, mustard, linseed and sunflower provide us with necessary fats. Vegetables, spices and fruits provide a range of vitamins and minerals in addition to small amounts of proteins, carbohydrates and fats. In addition to these food crops, fodder crops like barsim, oats or Sudan grass are raised as food for the livestock. Fodder, that is food for cattle. Different crops require different climatic conditions, temperature and photoperiods for their growth and completion of their life cycle. Photoperiods are related to the duration of sunlight. Photoperiods, that is duration of sunlight. Growth of plants and flowering are dependent on sunlight. As we all know, plants manufacture their food in sunlight by the process of photosynthesis. There are some crops which are grown in rainy season called the Kharif season from the month of June to October, and some of the crops are grown in the winter season called the Rabi season from November to April. Paddy, soybean, PGNP, maize, cotton, green gram and black gram are Kharif crops, whereas wheat, gram, peas, mustard, linseed are Rabi crops. So there are two different types of crops depending on which season they grow. One is Kharif and the other is Rabi. Right? So today up to this much. Thank you, children.